chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins a whole new world.
Hi, nice to see you again. Thank you for tuning in to the channel to help you. I hope you've had a nice few days since I last spoke to you and everything's going all right. We're on page, let's have a look, 18. So we're getting there. I think we're near the end of chapter 2. So I'll just carry on from where we were. And the heading for this one is to find the goodness, which is a really nice title. So look around you. What I mean is look closely at what goes on. You will find goodness around you in your everyday life. Like people helping each other, people being friendly, happy and smiling. You will notice that people want to get on with each other. You know, usually most people want to get on with each other. Sometimes life is hard, it's a struggle, and people are not concentrating on what's around them, or their minds are not present. They're away sorting out problems and issues that need looking at. So sometimes people are just like a little bit oblivious to what's around them when they go out, or if they go past someone, they wouldn't be looking at them, wouldn't pay no attention of who's around them, what they're doing or anything like that. But most people are, but some people aren't, because they've got a lot on their, you know, like they're saying they've got a lot on their plate and they're struggling with what's going on. So if you concentrate on what's positive around you, this will then bring forth hope, comfort, happiness and contentment. Finding all the good around you will encourage you to try harder in your own life. So looking around you, noticing all the lovely things, noticing all the lovely people, noticing all the goodness in the world will hopefully rub off, and then you'll be like, life is good. I want to be better. I want to enjoy the good things in life, including not just the good things materialistically, but the good things emotionally, even spiritually, and just in general, the people you meet, the communication, the contact. If you can't just concentrate on what's positive around you, this will then bring forth comfort, happiness, contentment. Finding all the good around you will encourage you to try harder in your own life. Remember that focusing on the positive is much more productive than having a negative outlook. So always try to look for the good in all the situations presented to you, and with all the new and familiar people in your life. Of course, if your instincts say stay away from a situation or a person, then that's completely different, and you should listen to what your heart tells you. Maybe someone you meet makes you feel uncomfortable and uneasy, and you are with them. So when you're with them, or if you're with them, always listen to your instincts and then just stay away. Don't even get involved, because your gut instinct's usually right. That little voice inside you usually knows what's best for you. But in all the other situations, remember to look for the good in all you see, do and who you meet. Life will start to look a lot brighter if you do that. So again, it's all about the positiveness, which is what we keep reinforcing throughout these so far, the first 2 chapters. It's about positiveness, reinforcing the positiveness in how you look at life, how you act, what you want to bring forth into your life. It's trying to step out of that circle of negativeness or feeling down or upset, and just looking at all the goodness around you, all the people, all the places, everything. You just get all the beauty, everything. So let's go. I think that's it. So we're literally going to review like we did before on what we've been over. So I'll just have a little chat about each one again, which is just going to be reinforcing over and over again. So the review is, let us go over what's written in chapter 2. Nice things, nice thoughts. Remember to do what feels nice and makes you feel happy. Also try to think nice thoughts. This will have a knock-on effect. So if you do things that make you feel nice, you'll be happier, which means you'll be happy around the people you bump into, or around your family or around your friends, because you'll feel good because you're doing nice things that make you feel nice. That's what that's about. And that's the knock-on effect throughout everyone you meet in your life and what's going on. So that's that really. I think It's just nice thoughts, trying to maybe say some nice thoughts. So if you're having negative thoughts, you want to try and blank it, take a few deep breaths and think of some nice thoughts, nice memories, not things that make you feel good, and replace the negative thoughts with the nice positive thoughts. Maybe that will help. Maybe you could do that. Or write it, everyone always says write it on a piece of paper, all the negative thoughts, screw it up, throw it in the bin. And then you're going to place the nice thoughts in your head instead. So again, the second bit is positive attracts positive. Please try to think positively and then act positively. This will help you so much. So again, it's just reinforcing the positive, positive, positive. So, even if you don't feel like it, try, and without you knowing it, you'll start to feel better, and then you'll start to feel happier, and then it'll all just go with the flow. It'll all just snowball. Look to the children, which is a great one. We need to find our inner child and look at the world around us with new, fresh eyes and a fresh perspective. And again, so it's that inner child, which is always there. Even when you grow up, some of the adults we know are still very childlike, because really we're children. We're just, our body's growing around us, but we've still got that, we have got that child, like inner child, that's just deep within us. We need to bring that little bit out more. And then hopefully you'll look at the world with fresh eyes, all new, fresh, exciting, like a child. Everything's fantastic. And appreciate everything, because sometimes you don't appreciate things because life's like wears you down. You feel a bit, done in or whatever. But if you revert back to that childhood when everything was new and fresh, positive, that's what you need to do. Innocence, so that was the second one, that was like the two sort of go together. Let us find our innocence again. This will help us to find and then sort out what's needed in our lives. So if you go back to scratch, and what did you want, like the basic things, what did you want? Most people want to be loved, they want respect, they want to be happy in the job they do, they want to be happy with their partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, whoever they're with. So in that sense, if you can get back to what you wanted, the basics, you can then review your life and see where it's at, and see if you need to do any changes that will make you happy, or if there's any people in your life that are making you unhappy, or if you're making yourself unhappy, maybe you're the one who's making other people unhappy. So you need to really evaluate your life. So we only want to go forward with your life in a positive way on everything. So it includes valuing, having a look, valuing everything that you've got, but also evaluating where you are, what you want, what you need, what you deserve. You've got to love yourself, but you've also got to love everyone around you. So together strength. Not being alone is important. Share your journey with others and help each other to be the best that we can all be. So don't be on your own, because it's really lonely. Reach out to the neighbours, reach out to friends. I'm sure there's helplines. You can ring up people as well that will talk to you. There's all sorts of helplines, but also if you've got your phone, that's amazing. You can find out lots of different clubs to go to locally. I know they do now, a lot of communities do them. You can get together and go along for a chat and a cup of tea. They do it at churches and different community centres. Do something so that you're not on your own. Think out the box if you're in a routine where you're on your own, or maybe you've lost someone dear to you and you've isolated yourself. Try and think of stepping outside, little small steps, and just get back into life in a positive way, because we want it to be positive from now on. Everything's going to be positive, positive, positive. Find the goodness. So look and find the good in all you see and who you meet. This will help to highlight all the amazing things and people around us. So again, it's looking at the positive, looking at the goodness that you see. It's not all negative. Don't think about the negative. Don't think about the bad things. Think about the good things. Think about what you can do to make it even better. How can you make the world a better place? How can you make people a little bit better by how you act will rub off, so that they act like that? Because if we're acting in a bad way, it's not a good example for anyone we meet and everyone we live with. So if we can show the good example, that's really like amazing to show, especially children, even the adults. You know, you want to live a certain way. We show everyone how we want to live by we're acting it as well. So we've got to do the work. It's very hard because our emotions can come over us. We can act out. We need to think about what we're saying, think about what we're doing. So it's finding the goodness in us and everyone else by doing the hard work as well. But it's worth it, because then without you knowing it, automatically all the positive will be happening, and then everything in life will start coming towards you positive, because you're doing the reinforcement of positiveness and trying your best. And without you knowing it, it will just all sort of come into format. It won't seem so negative anymore. I mean, obviously we're going to get negative things. Obviously we're going to get sad things happen in life. But I'm on about just initially how we act and how we are, and how we need to look at life and find the goodness in life. So that's the review of chapter 2. The next video, which I'm going to stop now, the next video will be the sayings that I did on the first chapter, which I'll do. I want you to say out loud. So the next one will be that activity of sitting somewhere quiet where you can say these statements out loud, which will help you. So that'll be the next video. Well, thank you ever so much for listening, and I hope I'm getting better at talking. I'm just trying to talk to you like I would do, like with anyone, like my friends, my family. I just want to talk to you like that, and hope it I come across, you know, friendly, and you like to listen to me. You know, comment if there's anything, you know, you'd like to comment about, and I'll listen. Anyway, there's the book for next week. If you do want to buy it, obviously you can buy it. And also, I never said, I've got another book, a children's rhyming book, which is more for reception age. It's got pictures about princes and princesses living in the sky. It's called Living in the Sky So High. That's on there as well if you want to buy a children's book, because I haven't said anything about it, but I might as well mention it if you fancy another book. But this is my one that I've done to help. Wanted to help anybody. So this is why I'm reading it out now, because I thought maybe I had my phone went then. My phone went off while I was doing the video, so I don't know where I was, but I'll carry on. I'll gel them together in a minute. So basically, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the books that you can get. I'll read the back of my poem now for you. Be love. If we are but a breeze on the wind, let us float to where we need to be. Open our eyes so we can see. If we are stars shining bright, let us shine the brightest we can, so that we are full of light. If we are a note in a musical, let us be clear and sweet to the ear, so that everyone is able to hear. And if we are a soul who's on a journey, let us walk with love and be love. Well, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I just wanted to help anybody. So if I help somebody, that's like amazing. I'm just going to carry on doing loads and loads and loads. You'll find loads. I don't know how many. I'm on coming up to chapter 3. There's 11 chapters, so I'm going to go through the whole book. Then I'm just going to carry on doing videos, so we'll see how it goes. But I really appreciate you, and I want to send love and light to you all, and I'll see you in a few days. And like I say, have a fantastic day, and don't forget to live in the moment. Don't think about the past, don't think about the future. Live in the moment. That's a really important saying, and think about that. It'll really help you with everything we said. If you live in the moment, you can do the positiveness, look at life in a good way, all that stuff I'm talking about. So try it today. See you later. Bye.
Thank you for love.